It's the great paradox of modern productivity. You slept 7 hours, you ate a clean lunch, yet right now, your brain feels like it's running through wet cement. This isn't laziness. It is the result of a precise, chemical, hostile takeover happening inside your cells. And once you see the hidden mechanics of how it works, you can permanently switch it off. Every day, millions of remote workers, students, and professionals run into this exact wall. We blame our willpower, our morning carb intake, or our lack of discipline. We track our sleep cycles meticulously and purchase high-end supplements. Yet, like clockwork, the afternoon slump treats our focus like an uninvited system override. Turns out, being tired was never really about how much sleep happened last night. It's about a molecule most people have never heard of, quietly building up all day long, and one very sneaky imposter pretending to stop it. Zoom into the brain, way in. There's a molecule called adenosine, basically a tiny ball of sleep pressure. Every hour spent awake, the brain produces more of it, and these little spheres start drifting around, hunting for a place to dock. Those docking stations are called adenosine receptors. The more spheres that lock in, the heavier the eyelids get. It's almost mechanical. 9 in the morning, a few spheres drifting, 2 in the afternoon, getting crowded. 10 at night, the whole board is full, and the brain is basically screaming to shut down. Sleepiness, it turns out, isn't random. Not bad luck, not weakness, just adenosine patiently filling up a bathtub, one drop at a time. This is where coffee walks in. Caffeine doesn't actually create energy. That's the twist nobody expects. It's not fuel. It's a disguise. Caffeine happens to be shaped almost exactly like adenosine, so it slides into the exact same receptor slots and blocks them. A parking thief that doesn't own the spot just squats there so the real tenant can't get in. With the slots jammed, the brain can't read how tired it actually is. The sleep pressure never went anywhere. The alarm just got muted. That waking up feeling from coffee, it was never new energy. It was a blindfold, hiding just how tired the brain already was underneath. Here's the part that explains the entire afternoon. Caffeine doesn't stick around forever. After a few hours, the liver breaks it down, and it clears out of those receptor slots. But adenosine never stopped building this whole time. It was just locked out. So when caffeine finally clears, it's not a gentle wake-up, it's a flood. All that backed-up sleep pressure slams into the receptors at once. That brutal 2 or 3 p.m. crash, eyelids suddenly weighing 10 pounds, the same email sentence read 4 times in a row. That's not laziness. That's not failure. That's simply debt, finally getting collected. So what actually helps you? Here's my advice for you. Most advice stops at get 8 hours or cut off caffeine by 2 p.m. Decent tips, but they miss the actual mechanism entirely. Here's the one almost nobody mentions. Wait 60 to 90 minutes after waking up before that first cup of coffee. Right at wake up, the body's already pumping out cortisol, a natural alertness hormone. Layering caffeine on top of that spike doesn't add much, and it kicks off the blocking process way too early, building a bigger backlog for later. But letting the body clear that first small wave of adenosine naturally, during those first 60 to 90 minutes, leaves the afternoon crash noticeably smaller. Same coffee, same person, just better timing. A tiny shift, but once the mechanism actually makes sense, it stops sounding like a wellness tip and starts sounding like plain common sense. So next time a 3 p.m. slump hits like a truck, know this. That's not a morning person talking. That's a real physical wave of built-up sleep pressure crashing into a very tired brain, right on schedule. Tiredness was never really a mystery. It's chemistry. And unlike willpower, chemistry can actually be worked with. Subscribe for the next one, because the story of why certain foods make people crash and others don't is even stranger than this.